What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive.
Hey guys, welcome to 2025. Happy, healthy new year to you. High five for being here. I see some eyeballs. Drop us who's on, where you're watching from. Did you guys have a New Year's resolution? And did you already break it? Right? I heard most people break it by like the first Friday after. All right. So I wanted to come on and share with you a few things that I've learned from 2024 and how we can make 2025 even better. So I wanted to look back at 2024 and learn not only what I did wrong and how to do it better for 2025, but what I did right and what we need to do more of, right? And I hope that if I tell you my mistakes, that you can learn from it. Hey, Elizabeth, Happy New Year to you too. I hope that you can learn from my mistakes also. So I learned smart people learn from their own mistakes, but wise people learn from the smart people's mistakes. So I want you guys to be wise. So I'm going to tell you what I did wrong in 2024 and how I'm going to make what I did right in 2024. So let's see, a few things. One, I stopped perfectionism and I got a lot more things done. So that was good. The last year, I want to just glance back. I don't want to be like, hey, I woulda, coulda, shoulda done this. I don't want you guys doing that and kicking yourself. Just glance back. That's why they say your rearview mirror is smaller than your windshield. So it's good to glance back, learn what to do and not to do moving forward. So what I did wrong, well, let's see, perfectionism that I gave up. So that was good. Oh, I learned I was saying yes to too many things. So I'm saying no more often. I learned no this year from Matthew McConaughey. Thank you for that on a Zoom. um, Other things I learned. So saying no allows more time for the good things, right? Like Matthew was saying, when he said no to a big role, people were like, what are you, crazy? But that allowed him to have time and energy for an even bigger, better role. And what else? Less is more sometimes. Oh, I was recently on a Zoom with Mel Robbins. She was promoting her new book, Let Them. And that was interesting. So basically, if people are mad, sad, angry, just let them. How cool is that? Just let them. I mean, you can't control others' feelings anyway. And who else? I learned from Marina Worry this year in meetings, Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Brandon Burchard, and let's see what else. Oh, so Richard Branson. He said make decisions and make rapid decisions, right? Because even if you're wrong, then at least you learn from it and grew and progressed. And what else? During the summer, I was very active with swimming, fruits and vegetables. Wintertime, less so. So I wasn't getting that sunshine from the vitamin D. So of course, if you're deficit in something, replenish with it. And then, okay, since wintertime was here and I was doing a little less activity, I decided you guys can do this. 4 minute happy dance a day. I realized there's like 1,440 minutes in a day. And how many of them do you give yourself, right? I want you to know you are worthy. You are deserving. Can't you afford to give yourself just 4 minutes a day out of 1,440, right? If you pick a happy song like Happy by Pharrell, it's about a 4 minute song, do that every day consistently. That's an extra 24 hours a year of exercise. So you see, habits don't have to be bad. We can have good habits too. So today I did my happy dance for 4 minutes. And what else? I learned I was beating myself up almost every day, right? Coulda, woulda, shoulda done this. But when I looked back on last year, I learned how much I had done and accomplished. I'm like, oh my God, I won some awards, some grants. I was a speaker at an international convention of healthcare providers, sharing the stage with a gold Olympic gymnast, US gymnast, getting to hold her gold and the same day hold the NASCAR and meet a NASCAR driver, shared the same stage with the very first co-founder of the first NP program, 103-year-old Loretta C. Ford, that's now 104. I've done some pretty cool things, trained some residents, taught the veterans how to use their defibrillator, and what else? Get out of my comfort zone, even though sometimes these lives make me nervous. I do them anyway. Oh, another thing, I noticed over the past few years, my energy level was getting less and less and less. Like I was getting older, and I'm like, oh my God, I want that energy back that I used to have. So I had started. There's a lot of bad energy drinks out there. I found a really good, healthy, smart energy drink with methylated B vitamins, adaptogens, all good things. And I was doing amazing with it. I was dancing all night, keeping up with the youngsters. And then I stopped it for a few days. And I'm like, man, I feel like 90. So I know how much that was helping me. So if there's anything in particular you guys want to hear more of, drop in the comments. If it's, hey, energy, um, other things, because I want you guys to learn from my mistakes, is I had no more flare-ups of autoimmune disorder. Woohoo! For those of you that don't know it, in the past, I had IBS, heart failure, and I was even diagnosed with MS. So I had no flare ups this entire year, and I take absolutely no medications. I hope it can inspire a lot of other people. This year, I've even trained not only in an international healthcare providers convention, taught them as the autoimmune expert, but also residents at a tri state area university. So, some of the tricks to that was I learned to activate my genes. That was very, very important so that my own body produces the good defenses it used to, so I could feel like my much younger self. Also, gut health. I had to identify my food triggers, things in the environment that were triggering my autoimmune, and things that I was drinking that are triggering my autoimmune, and try to avoid those triggers. So there's a whole process to that. And I wanted to share it because there's so many people suffering with autoimmune disorders. And I want to get into that just a little bit more. If you guys are like blaming your symptoms on just getting older, a lot of times it's not. It's an underlying autoimmune problem. If you're like not having the same energy you used to, or your hair's thinner, or your nails are more brittle, or you're in more pain, or you're sleeping and even waking up tired, or do you guys walk into a room and be like, oh, where did I put my keys? Where are my glasses? They're on your head, right? What was I just going to say? A lot of times that brain fog is an underlying disorder. It's not just you getting older. And there's things that you can do about it now. So I want to enlighten you. A lot of times there are underlying disorders that won't be diagnosed for years to come. And I want to help expedite your journey. So I have an upcoming Reclaim Your Life Power Hour where I'm going to provide a lot of the gold nuggets there. What are the signs and symptoms? What tests you should go for? How I stayed away from having any flare ups of my autoimmune disorders for this entire year, plus actually longer, way longer than a year. So I want to share that with you. Other things I wanted to share was I did a lot of online classes, courses, workshops, and in-person and book signings. I'm going to do a little less of them because it was way, 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 way too much for me. I'm going to limit the number of seats in even my online events so that everyone gets a VIP-like experience. I'm going to say no more to less clients and less events. Things I did right. Oh, guess what? I had to renew my license, and in the near future, your license will not get you even on domestic flights. You better know that. So I renewed my license, and at DMV, I could see every line on the eye chart without my glasses. And that was a miracle because before that, the best I can get with my glasses was 20/30, which means other people are 30 feet away. I'm 20 feet away and could barely read what they could. So I no longer need my glasses. And how I did that was a few things. I used a new liquid collagen and I activated my genes. So my body produces the good defenses it used to so I can feel the way I used to. Um, What else? So I no longer needed glasses. I no longer have any flare-ups in my autoimmune. I want to know, what's your top goal for this year, or list top 3 goals and then prioritize one, and that your desire has to be stronger than your excuses, or it's just not going to happen. you know I'm willing to work with those that are ready, willing, and coachable. Okay, it's not my job to motivate people and try to talk them into how they need to get healthy. No. What else did I want to say? God, you guys have me lost for words. I haven't even been speaking 11 minutes yet. If you guys are on here right now, feel free to drop. Let us know where you're viewing from. Whatever social media you're on, make sure you follow, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're not getting my newsletters, that's the best way to get all the upcoming invites. Just go to worldwellnessexpert.com, sign up to get the newsletters. They're free. There's exclusive invites, special savings. While you're there, if you want to start the year right, you can claim the free complimentary daily dose of positivity. It gives you another positive message every day for 30 days. You can use them as screensavers for your phone, your laptop, little calls to action to move your needle forward. And what else? Oh, I also, not only fluoride-free toothpaste, because I was using a fluoride-free toothpaste for a long time now, but fluoride ties to the heavy metal, so it's no good for adults at all, and that's why they say on it, don't swallow it, right? So I found one. What happens is I try not to use whitening toothpaste. They strip the enamel off, and that's why your teeth might become more sensitive, because now your nerve roots, your pores are open. So I use a fluoride-free toothpaste that has the hydroxyapatite in it, and no more than 10%. You want no more than 10%. And the one I use even has a not plastic tubing that it's in, which is great. And the hydroxyapatite, you want 10%, not more, and you want the rod-shaped version of it. So if you guys want that, let me know. I don't have an affiliate link for that. I don't make a dime off of it. I just love it. I also bought a water distiller, because a lot of these filters, especially on your fridge, they only filter out, like I was saying, the big things like the ibuprofens, and they sometimes have mold inside of them. So the water filters on the fridge isn't enough. A lot of your water filters just really filter out big things, not little things. So my water distiller works really good. So you want a good water distiller or water filter system. Advocate for yourself. This past year, well, it shocked me and it didn't. I've been a licensed healthcare provider for over 30 years. So I've seen a lot, I've heard a lot. Now, this past year, there's going to be a lot of doctors, I don't want to generalize all of them, but a lot of them are out for their profits over the patients. And they're out for their own wallet over your wellness. And it's important to know, advocate for yourself, and do you really need what tests they're recommending, or what medicine they're recommending, or the surgery? This past year alone, I had 2 different surgeons tell me that I needed very extensive surgeries that I did not need. Okay. Isn't that scary? For their own greed, they told me I needed surgery. I didn't. And you know what? What's a complication of surgery? Death, hemorrhage, bleed, infection, sepsis, and death, and not waking up from anesthesia. So one told me I needed my appendix out. No, I kept it and I'm fine. And one told me I need my ovaries and my uterus yanked out when I don't have any cancer or bleeding or anything. So please get a second opinion. If somebody says you need a surgery, get a third opinion. Do a video consultation with me. I will tell you the truth on what I think. This past year, I noticed a lot of New York doctors that I knew got locked up and brought up on charges for documenting patients had symptoms and diagnoses they didn't, so that they can get expensive, unnecessary testing covered and get the kickbacks on that. So please, know your doctors well, get a second opinion, reach out to me for a video consultation. It's scary that a lot of doctors are documenting problems that you don't have and giving you diagnoses that you don't have in order for you to get an expensive test that you don't need, because they're getting a kickback on it. That's fraud. Medicare, Medicaid, veterans fraud. I mean, so many levels. What else did I learn? Advocate for yourself, get a second opinion, third opinion. I will always choose you and your wellness over my wallet. Unfortunately, that's not good for my wallet, but I will. I am committing to doing the Shayna Show every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here. Definitely subscribe to that YouTube, Shayna Melissa. That's the handle. Everything is at worldwellnessexpert.com now. We centralize instead of all these different links, just worldwellnessexpert.com. Just get the newsletter. You sign up once and check your spam folder if it's going there. Sign up for the complimentary daily dose of positivity. I have a couple upcoming events. If you're on Long Island, New York, save January 16th. I believe that's on a Thursday. We are going to have a New Year fun networking dinner buffet, meet and greet the author, and get a personalized signed copy of my #1 international best-selling book, Overcoming Life Obstacles. That's January 16th, 6 p.m. start to 8 p.m. plus at Pine Grove Inn and Restaurant. The early bird special is including entry, networking, full dinner buffet with, salad, penny vodka, chicken marsala, a couple different desserts, a drink, raffle ticket entries to win prizes, a Q&A, a little wellness talk, and personalized signed copy of Overcoming Life Obstacles. And also, what else did I want to say? To save money, consider growing some microgreens at home. This way you always have them on hand. I am starting to do that. If you start growing microgreens at home, use heirloom seeds so they come back again and again. And what else? Reclaim Your Life Power Hour. Join that. That's at worldwellnessexpert.com or /reclaim, worldwellnessexpert.com /reclaim. That's going to be my 30 plus years of experience condensed into one power hour. And that's going to come with your biohacker tracker, a printed and digital version of the blueprint as well, and a mini consultation, one-on-one, private, confidential with me. And I don't want to say, but it's a ridiculously cheap price. I am going to raise my rates for 2024, this year coming, but this year that we're in, but for those that, lock in or carry over from last year. What else did I want to say? I don't know. Do you guys have questions for me? Let me see if I can pull up a question or a comment. I see eyeballs on me. I'm not sure where you guys are watching from. Hey, Stella, Happy New Year. Chef Leroy, I don't know. Liz in Michigan. Christoph, I don't know. New York, maybe. So I think those are important tips. Set the mindset. Oh, delegate duties out. Instacart saved me probably hundreds of hours this year. So please, this is what I learned this year. Less perfection, delegate duties, say no more. Let them think whatever they want. Do less is more sometimes. Say yes to the right things, no to the wrong things. It's okay to say no. You are deserving. You are worthy. Treat yourself as good as your bestie. Advocate for yourself. If a doctor wants you to have an expensive procedure or test that you don't feel comfortable with, get that second opinion. Even the mandate for the flu, they say multiple studies has shown that when you're given that, you are 33% more likely to get the coronavirus infection. So, it helps you and it hurts you. So weigh the pros and cons with your licensed healthcare provider. Don't just rely on Google. I think that's it. Consider a liquid collagen, activating your genes so you can see better, feel better, have great energy. Use smart, healthy, energizing drinks with adaptogens. Fluoride-free toothpaste, distill or filtered your water. Delegate duties. I think that's pretty much. Go to worldwellnessexpert.com, get the newsletter, sign up for the daily dose of positivity. Definitely, if you're on Long Island, see us January 16th. The restaurant is limited seats, so the early bird specials are going to get the dinner, the signed book, the dessert, and the drink with it, and guaranteed a seat there. We'll drop a link for that, and that'll be in the newsletters. Everything's going to be in the newsletters. So just sign up at worldwellnessexpert.com to get the newsletters. And the Reclaim Your Life, again, I want you guys, it's one power hour. We figure there's 1,440 minutes in a day, right? You are deserving and you are worthy of just 4 minutes a day to do a happy dance, because that will help you de-stress, burn a couple of calories, feel good. Um, 20 a 4 minute happy dance a day is set times 7, right, is 28 minutes a week. That's like an extra session of cardio a week, and that equates 24 hours a year. So I also want you to consider the power hour that's coming up. That's 1/23 January 23rd, because I'm condensing to expedite your wellness journey, my 30 years, things that you cannot learn in Google searches, and condensing the points into a 1 hour power hour. I mean, I don't know how many hours there are in a week, but there's a lot, and you are worthy and deserving of one. So I hope you join the Reclaim Your Life Power Hour Super Workshop from the comfort of your couch, live online. That's January 23rd at 7 p.m. EST. Everything's at worldwellnessexpert.com. And, I know I can expedite your journey. It's like this. If I need a roof, which I had replaced 3 times this year, but if I need a roof, it might take me a year of research, which materials are best, how to do it. And you know what? It might take me a year to do that, or 2 years of learning, or whatever, where I could just hire someone that could expedite my journey, right? So I hired a roofer. You guys do the same thing, right? You need electrical, you need plumbing. You don't go out and try to Google search it and figure it out, right? You hire the expert to expedite your journey and save you time. Well, I am the autoimmune expert that can expedite your journey and save you time. The typical person with autoimmune disorders are misdiagnosed for multiple years. And even when they're eventually given an accurate diagnosis, they're mistreated for years. And 99% of the clients that come to me with autoimmune or medical mysteries have went to multiple doctors, multiple specialists, tried multiple medications, were very compliant with what they were told to do, and were like up to 9 meds a day and felt worse and now had side effects and needed more meds. And it's good if you go into a doctor, but you know what? They go to medical school to practice medicine. There's nothing wrong with that, but they're not aware how to activate genes, how to identify foods that you're eating that are triggering your problem, drinks that are triggering your problem. They've probably given like a half hour of naturopathy, if at all, in their many years of medical school training. Because you know what? The big P pays for their medical training so that they can learn medicine, right? So I just want to share that with you, and I hope to see you on the Reclaim Your Life Power Hour, January 23rd, or in person, January 16th at the Pine Grove Inn. And I think that's all I want to say, unless I see a question pop up or anything particular. I think I covered a lot, right? Say no, stop imperfection, delegate duties, don't beat yourself up, stop would, coulda, shoulda, think about what you did right last year, do it more, think about what you did wrong and do it less. Activate your genes, figure out what triggers your symptoms, stay away, get second opinions, advocate for yourself, even about the protection, procedures, surgeries. And I think that's all I got to say. So go to worldwellnessexpert.com, get the newsletter, sign up for Reclaim Your Life, January 23rd, mark your calendars, and I hope to see you there. Be well, biohacking. Hello. Thanks for watching.